I am, on occasion, approached by complete strangers who claim to have material which may be of interest to my research. Subjecting such tales to a moment's sober analysis is usually enough to dismiss them as thoroughly unreliable. How such individuals know about my studies is a complete mystery. The account that follows was found in a diary that was delivered to my address anonymously. It was the diary of a child. As one might expect, the account was somewhat disjointed, indeed, in parts, incoherent. I have done my best to impose structure upon the motley entries. Be assured that I have been as faithful as I could to the original source. It is perhaps necessary to issue a warning that the narrative which follows is extremely disturbing. Given that they are completely unidentifiable, it has not been necessary to change the names of the individuals involved. It is for that reason that I have been unable to involve the relevant authorities. I sit in my room alone, listening to the rain crashing against the roof. It's cold. In a tree right outside the window, a sparrow made its nest. Most of her eggs just hatched, and I hear the sharp chirping of baby birds every morning. It's so boring being stuck here all by myself. I wish Charlie didn't have to go away all the time. It's a lot more fun when he's around. I ask Mom to let him come home all the time. I even ask Dad sometimes. They both say the same thing. Charlie has to go away because he's ill. I tell them how I'm bored without having a little brother to play with me. But Mom just tries to make me feel bad by saying Charlie must be even more bored, having to stay in a hospital room all by himself. I guess she's right. But I still wish that Charlie could come home more often. It's so boring here without him. The mom bird just flew away, leaving her baby birds behind in the nest. If Charlie was here, I'd ask him to climb the tree and watch the baby birds with me. The mom bird gets aggressive if we approach the nest while she's around, so Charlie and I would watch the baby birds after she leaves. Sometimes Charlie gets weird about things, but I think it's pretty fun. Another thing Mom likes to say was Charlie is sick. She likes to say how I'm lucky that all the chemicals in my brain get to where they're supposed to be. They explain to me that Charlie acts weird because there's something wrong with his brain. I ask Mom to let Charlie come home all the time. I even ask Dad sometimes. I tell him that Charlie only needs one more chance and how he's going to be good this time. The first few times, it was pretty easy to convince them. Charlie has come home a few times. Every time, they take him back to the hospital even faster. Weird stuff happens whenever Charlie's home. One time, there was this weird smell. Mom found some stray cats from around the neighborhood in his toy chest, with their eyes missing. Another time, some of Dad's razors got dropped on the baby slide at the park near our house. And there was the time Mom almost drank a dishwasher tablet that was put in her vitamin bottle. When I think about it, Charlie did act weird sometimes whenever we played. Now, whenever I ask Mom or Dad to take Charlie home, it gets pretty hard to convince them. It's been a few months now since the last time Charlie came home from the hospital. I keep telling them that he's going to be good this time, But Mom just looks at Dad, and Dad shakes his head. Mom tries to play with me sometimes, whenever she's not working or doing some chores. But it's just not the same like playing with Charlie. I like asking her to take Charlie home when Dad's not around. That makes her cry, so I don't do it anymore. It's so boring without Charlie being here. The rain is still going. I have nothing to do, so I just watch the arms of the clock in my room go around. Even playing with toys isn't that fun when Charlie's not here. It's fun to watch Charlie whenever he starts making weird faces. Playing with Mom just isn't the same. Dad says that the wrong thing in Charlie's brain makes him charming. He says that Charlie can pretend to be normal whenever he wants to. It's easy for Charlie to make the doctors and nurses think he's ready to come home again. Dad says he doesn't believe him anymore. I try to tell Dad about how bored I am without Charlie around. I tell him that I'll watch Charlie to make sure that he won't do any weird stuff again. He tells me that we've already tried that before and it didn't work. He even says that I'm lucky I wasn't hurt. Dad says that me being bored is something I have to put up with because it helps me stay safe. He says he's scared that one day Charlie decides to hurt me. I tell him that Charlie won't do that. But Dad just shakes his head and tells me that I don't know that. It's so boring without having Charlie to play with. The rain stopped, and I look at the time. It's exactly at 5 p.m. 7 more hours until my birthday. I asked Mom if we can see Charlie in the hospital for my birthday present. Dad didn't want to at first, but Mom convinced him it's okay if we only go to see him. I wish we can take Charlie home too, since we can't play at the hospital. But it's still pretty fun to just talk to him. Charlie makes weird faces whenever we come to visit. I'll tell Charlie about the mom bird and her baby birds on the tree right outside our home and how the neighbor's dog is having new puppies next month. I'll I'll tell Charlie that I'll show him for real after I convince Mom and Dad to bring him home again. We'll have a lot of fun playing with the baby birds and the puppies. I'll tell Charlie about how bored I am at home without him, and about how I keep asking Mom and Dad to take him back home again. I keep looking at the clock in my room. It's always moving slower whenever I'm looking at it. Mom and Dad are preparing a birthday party for me, but the only thing I'm excited about is going to meet Charlie again. Charlie's birthday is coming in 2 more months. I wonder if I can convince Mom and Dad to bring him home before his birthday. It's so boring being here without Charlie, and I hate it. Playing with Charlie is always so fun. He makes weird faces all the time. His scared expression always makes me laugh. I hate not doing anything when he's gone.